And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the
classic. Time.
Hey everyone, Alex back again. Slightly different angle in the video, as you can see, from what we're used to. I want to apologise first for going 2 weeks without uploading and then having 3 or 4 videos. Sorry. That was Jenny. And then having like 3 or 4 videos, you know, it just throwing them out at you. So I'm sorry about that, especially as 3 of them are vinyl finds, and I've got a huge stack here to show you. But yeah, I've got some new stuff to show. You know, some 2020 releases, a bunch of secondhand stuff, some unique stuff, some Stevie Wonder stuff I didn't have yet. I know, hard to believe, but there is stuff I'm missing. A couple of Grails and some stuff to DJ with when I'm allowed to go out and DJ again. So yeah, let's get into this video. Kicking it off, of course, the new Gorillaz album, Song Machine. I'm not a big fan of theirs, but there's actually some great songs on this album, and so many featured artists. Schoolboy Q features on a track on here called Pac-Man. I think that's probably my favourite track on the album. Robert Smith features on here, Beck features on here, St. Vincent, Elton John is on here, Peter Hook's on here. So many guest appearances. It's crazy. There are a few different variants of this album, mind you. I opted for the German exclusive yellow vinyl pressing. I think Amazon's got a blue pressing. There's a standard black one. There's like a box set with all the singles individually on coloured vinyl, which I'm not bothered about that really, but because that's like that, you're paying £150 for that plus maybe. Yeah, that's the inner sleeve then. Yeah, this is maybe my favourite album from Gorillaz. I'm gonna have to go back and rediscover some of their earlier work, because this album's really got me into them more. Like, I liked the odd track here and there, but wasn't a massive fan. I'm still not a massive fan, but now I'm gonna have to go back and rediscover some of their earlier stuff because of this album. And they had about 6 singles off this album, and every single one of them I liked, so that's why I picked this album up. But yeah, Gorillaz, Song Machine, there. Picked that up. I picked up the new Denzel Curry album, which also has Kenny Beats making all the beats on it. I wouldn't really call this an album either. It's not even 20 minutes long, all the songs combined. Yeah, but I do like Denzel Curry. I was lucky enough to see him back in December 2019. Love the artwork, love the custom inner sleeve there. It's just the same design on both sides, so I won't bother. There is a green vinyl variant. I just opted for the black vinyl. This came out earlier on in the year, but I waited for it to become a bit cheaper, because although it's a good album, it's not Denzel's best. It's the first thing I own from Denzel Curry, yeah, but for a 20-minute album, I wasn't going to pay the price it was when it first came out, so I waited, and luckily Urban Outfitters had it a bit cheaper earlier on in the month of October, so I picked it up then. Yeah, some great stuff on this album. Not Denzel's best, but he's got some great stuff on it. Well, next up, new vinyl wise, same thing as, you know, Urban Outfitters here. Thundercat. It's a new album, it is what it is. Obviously has an Obi strip there. Has so many guest appearances on here as well. from Steve Arrington, Childish Gambino, T.Y. Dolla $ign, Kamasi Washington features on here, I think. The album itself, however, is produced by Thundercat and Flying Lotus. Yeah, Kamasi Washington's on here. Yeah, it's a good album. It's a mixture of different kinds of genres, so it goes a bit hip-hoppy, a bit soulful at times, a little bit jazzy, a bit electronic. It's very weird. It's very all over the place, but yeah, I opted for the indie exclusive cream coloured vinyl and have that in my collection now, which I'm super stoked about. So yeah, there it is. Thundercat, it is what it is. Sorry if there's no needle drops as well, by the way. I'm trying to be very picky with what needle drops I do, and like I said, I've got a lot to get through, so I don't want to waste too much time on this video, trying to put it out, get it out, edit it, etc. But yeah, there's that. Finally, new vinyl wise, or new release wise I should say, is the one record store day item I picked up from Drop 3. It's the 7-inch single for Slim Shady, or My Name Is by Eminem, excuse me. Has Bad Guys Always Die on the flip side, which was off the Wild Wild West soundtrack. And I think this is the first time that song's been on vinyl, maybe. Yeah, nothing special about the vinyl, just black. Yeah, there's one more record store day title I want. Don't know if I'm going to get it, when I'm going to get it, but this is the only thing I really wanted from the third drop. So I made sure I picked that up, and now I have it. I didn't need it, because I already have My Name Is on a 12-inch, but I didn't have Bad Guys Always Die, so that's the main reason I picked up that one. And added that to the collection. I'll continue with a couple more 7-inch singles quickly. Before I continue with the albums and the 12-inch singles and what have you. Raw Band, Clouds Across the Moon. Not my favourite song, but a popular one when I'm DJing. ABBA, Mamma Mia, which I wasn't sure if I had this already or not. It's got Tropical Love Land on the flip. There is a chance I already had Mamma Mia, but now I've got a second copy of it. And then Christian, China Crisis. Christian by China Crisis, which was the first band I ever saw live in concert, so glad to pick anything up from them. I picked up a copy of Dennis Brown Words of Wisdom. This is a 2013 repress, but it has his big song Money in My Pocket, which I do have on a 12, but I really wanted the album, because this is a very, very good Dennis Brown album. One I didn't have yet. Every time I've seen it, people were asking way too much, and this was sealed when I got it, so brilliant stuff. Love it. I do like Dennis Brown. I'm obviously very picky with my reggae, and it's one of my smaller sections, but this is a very, very welcome addition to the reggae collection there. Temptations. Here to Tempt You. American Press. This isn't from 1977. They're later, so it's a later one from the Temptations. It's on Atlantic, whereas their earlier stuff is on Motown, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this is one of their later albums on Atlantic. I'm sure you guys know that label anyway, but yeah, very nice Temptations album. I do like this one quite a bit. So yeah, had to grab that, could not pass this up. as far as it goes with the Temptations. Yeah, there it is. Think for Yourself is the opener on here. I wasn't too familiar with this album, but yeah, picked it up blindly and love it. So there it is. I'll show you the Stevie Wonder stuff I picked up that I didn't have yet, because that's sort of important to me. Well, it is important to me. The 12-inch single for Stranger on the Shore of Love. Charity shop find there. And it has Did I Hear You Say You Love Me on the flip side. Obviously I have both of those songs already, but not the 12-inch versions. Had to grab that one, obviously, because it's Stevie Wonder. Uptight, Everything's Alright. I don't know why I didn't have this already. Something was telling me I did. This is a 1981 reissue from an album that came out originally in 1966. But I really did thought I had this album already, and I do now, but I thought I had it. And as I was going through my Stevie Wonder stuff to see what I didn't have, I realised I didn't actually have a copy of this, which is weird because this is obviously one of his most famous albums. His first really big album, so needed that one in the collection. Uptight, Everything's Alright. I have it now, but I didn't have it before. And then a couple of not English compilations, but I have a Russian one. Yeah, this came out in 1988. They didn't license a lot of these because they're all unofficial releases, but when they put all these out when the wall came out. So yeah, Stevie Wonder, Sunshine of My Life, Russian compilation, has My Chante More, I Was Made to Love Her on it, Superstitions on it, because that seems to be on every Stevie Wonder compilation. You Are the Sunshine of My Life is on here. Yeah, Place in the Sun is also on this album. Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours. Great little compilation there from Stevie, and as you can see, all the writing on the back's in Russian, so I won't be reading that when I listen to it, but nice to have something a bit different from Stevie. And also something a bit different is this Bulgarian greatest hits from Stevie Wonder. Bit random, I know, but obviously it covers a lot of his later work, from the Woman in Red soundtrack. It's got Boogie on Reggae Woman, Overjoyed, and Go Home, which are both on the album In Square Circle. Don't Drive Drunk is on this album. Yeah. Very weird little very weird compilation that I've never seen before, but nice Bulgarian compilation there. The label's very strange. Never seen this before, but happy to own it. It's something from Stevie I didn't have, and as a Stevie Wonder completist, you know, I've got to have everything. So yeah, couple of comps there from Stevie I didn't have. Yeah, and that Russian one actually came from a supplier over in Guildford. Me and my boss visited the other day, and I grabbed a lot of stuff for myself from there, as you're gonna see. A lot of stuff for DJing with, which I'll show you first, and then I've got a couple of other things. So, first thing I picked up, Fat Man Scoop and Crooklyn Clan, Be Faithful. This is a big song when I'm in the club, when I was DJing in the club just down the road. I loved this song, so I had to grab that. Aaliyah, Rock the Boat. Love Aaliyah's music, didn't have anything yet, so had to grab the 12-inch of this. And the Doug Lazy remix is actually pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to be any good, but yeah, I really liked it. but obviously I picked it up for the main R&B version of Rock the Boat. Shame she died in the plane crash. I think was it 2002 or 2004?
2002 sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't really remember when the plane crash was, but shame she died in that crash because we probably would have had a lot more music from her. But, you know, Rock the Boat, still a great song from Aaliyah. Crisscross, Jump. I know, Crisscross, there's a throwback. Wore all their clothes backwards. But yeah, Jump, probably their biggest track. On Columbia. Brilliant song from them. Didn't have this on 12. Happily grabbed that. Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. Another one I didn't have. Got Moment of Truth on the flip and a dub mix of I Just Want to Dance with Somebody. But again, a very, very popular song. Anywhere I DJ really. And then Nelly, Hot in Here. Another hip hop R&B 12. And another popular song when I'm DJing. It's really weird, but you know, had to pick them up, especially for DJing with. Next up, I picked up this Mary Poppins album. I don't know if it's the original cast singing. It doesn't sound familiar. But it has got all the songs from Mary Poppins on it. Maybe I can upgrade this to an actual Mary Poppins album later on, but for now this is a music for pleasure reissue of it. Obviously has all the big songs: Spoonful of Sugar, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, Feed the Birds, you know, all those songs from Mary Poppins that we all know and love are on there, so grab that. Oops, nearly fell off the chair. That would have been funny. Last thing I grabbed from a guy I got those 12s off. And this is, again, something that I really did want for the collection. It's Erykah Badu. New America, Part 1, Fourth World War. Great little album. Original American press from 2007. This was a great find. A lot of songs on here. There's a song on here produced by Royce. A couple of songs produced by Madlib. Yeah, just a great album in general, and obviously she samples Curtis Mayfield on one of the songs and other people. So yeah, great little album there. I do like Erykah Badu. I didn't have this album from her yet. I only had a copy of Baduism. The name escaped me then. But yeah, really like that cover. And obviously it's on Motown, so picked that up. But yeah, I do love Erykah Badu. And it's got a really, really thick spine as well, so it's really going to stand out in the shelves. But yeah, there it is, Erykah Badu. New America Part 1. Super, super stoked to have this in the collection because, like I said, I love Erykah Badu. Yeah, she's only got 6 albums out, so it's not going to be... Is it 6 or 7? She doesn't...
Sorry? Was you asking me?
No.
Oh.
Just in general.
It's because you're at table.
Yeah, I know, it's just in general. I can't remember if she has 6 albums or 7, but I know she didn't have many. So it's not going to be hard to... It doesn't seem like it'd be hard to get them all, but you just don't see them that much out in the wild. So, and when you do, people ask way too much for Erykah Badu albums now. So, happily grabbed this album anyway, especially for the price it was at. Great stuff there. Great Erykah Badu album. Next up, I do have another Bulgarian pressing. Basically, this guy came in the shop, wanted to do a little exchange for some Bulgarian pressings and stuff. That's where I got the Stevie Wonder album from. But I did also grab Flashdance. I know you're thinking, wow, that's weird, because normally the cover's black, but the Bulgarian pressing turned out white. 1983, as we're all aware. I didn't have a copy of the Flashdance soundtrack yet, so I grabbed it. It's obviously got What a Feeling by Irene Cara, Maniac by Michael Sembello, Laura Branigan, Kim Carnes, Donna Summer. Yeah, great little soundtrack, one I didn't have yet, so happily add that to the collection. The weird thing with these Bulgarian pressings is the material on the covers is very, very different. Like, it's a very, very thin jacket, but the vinyl's really thick. It's like really weird, but I don't mind. I'll add another soundtrack to the soundtrack collection. Right, what else do we have? I'll get to my Grails at the end, obviously. I'll show you guys the other two charity shop finds that I have here, quickly. Jodie Watley, Looking for a New Love, on 12. This is also for DJing with. Needed that. Had the album, not the 12. Grabbed that happily. And then Motley Crue, Girls, 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 from 1987. While this was a good album, I found myself skipping the last two tracks, and it's getting to that point in my collection now where I only want albums I'm going to listen to from literally front to back. So this is going to be listed on mine and my fiance's vinyl selling Instagram page, the _vinyl_lounge, for those who want to follow that page and see what else we post up on there. But yeah, great album, not taking anything away from Motley Crue, and it's an American pressing. I did like this album, but it's just not one I'm going to be holding on to. So there it is, but I thought I'd show it anyway, because it's part of this haul. So yeah, Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. Good album, definitely a good album. Next up, here, I kind of spoke about this group. Well, not this group, but a member of the group earlier when I showed the Gorillaz album. This is the band he's actually from. It's Blur. This is Parklife. Now, I'm just going to put out there, no, I'm not a massive Blur fan, but I do like this album. In all honesty, I do prefer I am in the majority of people who does prefer Oasis over Blur. But I do really like this album. It's got Girls and Boys on it, which is a good track. The title song Parklife, which is a good track. Yeah, nice. I think it's a 2012 repress. Yeah, it is. Yeah, nice glossy cover, nice thick jacket. Obviously there. Nothing special about the inner sleeves, just standard black. Nice custom labels as well. And Polydor. Not Polydor, Parlophone, excuse me. But yeah, great album. Or good album from Blur. And obviously the main... what's his name now? I forget. Damien something? Oh, yeah, Damon Albarn. Main vocalist of this group. He's also the guy behind Gorillaz. So there's a little connection there for you. But yeah, Blur, Parklife, grabs that. Moving on. We're getting there quickly, luckily, because like I said, there was a lot to get through in very little time. But I do have Howling Wolves Moaning in the Moonlight. This is the Wax Time in Colour reissue from 2018. So there's 4 bonus tracks on this album. But it's on a nice burgundy red coloured vinyl. Looks very, very red on the camera, but it's more of a burgundy red. But yeah, didn't have a copy of this. I always go back and forth with this album and his self-titled as to which one I like more, but this has Smokestack Lightning on it. Yeah, Howling Wolves, very, very good. Didn't have it. Probably never was not looking for an original because I knew how much they were and I knew I couldn't afford one. Was waiting for this to be reissued and picked up this 2018 reissue on the Wax Time and Colour label. So yeah, grabbed that. Super happy with that. Also on the blues front, Gary Clark Jr. live in North America. I haven't picked up any Gary Clark Jr. for a very long time. I'd say it's been probably about 3 years since I picked up my last Gary Clark Jr. album. And that was another live album. I don't like this one as much as the other live album that he did. But there's still some good stuff on it. Shake. He has a track with Leon Bridges and Jeff Daisy. But he has a lot of songs on here from his second studio album. And not as many covers on here. But still a good album. I do like Gary Clark Jr. He's got some great stuff. Yeah, nice live album from him. Happy to pick that up, add that to the blues collection, which again is very selective, shall we say, with my taste. But yeah, Gary Clark Jr. live in North America. Okay, a couple more things and then we'll get to the two Grails. Another 12-inch single. This was in my boss's personal collection, but he had 2 copies, so he gave me one. Chante More, Straight Up, another R&B single, the American press from 2000. Yeah, so has radio edit, instrumental, the extended mix, and an a cappella. Really good stuff there. That's a great song from Chante More. The vinyl's not in the best shape. It's definitely been played a lot, but you know, I'm not complaining because I think there's still a track on here I can play. So as long as there's one playable track, I don't mind. And it was a freebie, so I'm not complaining. Next are Royce in Full Bloom. This is the album with Wishing on a Star on it. I don't think I had any Royce albums, just a greatest hits compilation, so gonna start trying to pick up more of their stuff. But yeah, this is Royce in Full Bloom. I believe their second album. Yeah, another American pressing of this, so brilliant stuff. I do like the cover of this. There's the inside of the gatefold. Still has the crackle, which is obviously very nice when you still hear that crack. On Whitefield. Yeah, anyway, it's on Whitefield.
Sorry.
It's on Whitfield Records because it's obviously produced by Norman Whitfield. And I'll try not to hit myself in the face with it this time. But yeah, good album from Royce. Actually, a great album from Royce. Happily add that to the collection. Finally, we only have 2 more to get through. We're nearly there, thankfully. Couple of Grails here, and this one was one that was in my top 100 albums of all time, and I didn't have it. Now I do, and this is one of the ones I was going to pick up on Record Store Day. But then, literally days before, a copy of this came through my hands, and I didn't need it anymore. It's Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. My favourite Miles Davis album. Very cool cover. Yeah, Double Image came out on Record Store Day, and then I realised it wasn't the full session, so I ended up passing on it. But yeah, there's the full cover. Looks amazing in full. And obviously Double Image stole this bit of the cover. There's the inside of the gatefold there. I don't know if it's a first pressing or not. It's definitely an early pressing. Whoever owned it put them in these really nice polyline sleeves as well. But literally, there's 6 tracks on this album. So, I don't know how many songs are on I don't know how many songs are actually on the sessions, but if only 6 made the album, There's a reason those 6 make the album. But yeah, Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. I think it made my top 30 or so. But I didn't have a copy of it, and now I do, which is brilliant. So, had to grab that album. Obviously, I love this album from Miles Davis. Really, really good stuff. Final thing I'm going to show you, and this is probably something I never thought I would own. It's the Kooks. Let's Go Sunshine, but signed copy by all 4 members of the Kooks. It's the white vinyl, independent retail exclusive white vinyl pressing of this album, which is really nice, and signed as well, so that is pretty cool, especially when both me and my fiance love the Kooks. I can see this one getting played a lot. Inner sleeves there, love it. Pictures of the Kooks. Sorry?
Reminds me of my brothers because they like Kooks.
This is obviously their most recent album in their catalogue, but there's the white vinyl, beautiful white vinyl. I don't know why, but I'm a sucker for white, black, and clear vinyl. Obviously black, because that's what most vinyl comes in, but clear and white, I love it. And this is nice. The Kooks, Let's Go Sunshine from 2018 on the Lonely Cat record label. Yeah, very good album from them. I obviously knew their earlier work, didn't realise this album came out in 2018. I thought this was a lot earlier, but here it is, Kooks, Let's Go Sunshine. Did I show you the inside of the gatefold? I don't think I did, but there it is anyway. Again, if I didn't show it before, if I did show it. Anyway, but yeah, the Kooks, Let's Go Sunshine, signed by all 4 members of the band. That is my latest Grail there, added to the collection, as well as Bitches Brew. But yeah, really, really nice to have both of these in the collection, and cannot wait to spin these more. Okay, that is it. We've got through everything that I have to show you in this video. Sorry that it is a long one. I know I don't like filming or editing long videos. I know there's people out there that don't like watching long videos. But you saw the amount of stuff I had to get through. Luckily we could fly through most of it because a lot of it either doesn't need explaining or I don't need to talk about it because people know it already. But yeah, the Kooks is one of my favourite modern bands, so I obviously had to pick that one up. Miles Davis, like I said, that made my top 100 albums of all time. Some blues stuff, like I said, a reggae album, loads of holes filled in my collection there. So guys, thanks so much for tuning back into the channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for bearing with me, and hopefully, well, actually I will see you guys again very soon. Peace.